What a freaking week it has been for the gacha genre. My God, we're a little over 2 weeks into January and things have happened that I never would have anticipated happening. Hey, my name is Stix and welcome back to your weekly gacha recap, a video series where I go over the latest news, pre-registrations, test phases, new releases, shutdowns, juicy drama, everything that happened in the gacha genre over the course of the last week that mattered to me in one easy to digest format. If this is your first time here, consider joining our subreddit r/Stix, consider joining our Twitter community, the Gacha Hub, or consider joining our Discord, which is filled with incredible people. We're closing in on 2,000 members, hopefully this month. Now I have a lot to talk about, so let's just go ahead and jump right in. First things first, the gacha games that are shutting down. One Punch Man World finally announced that they were ending service. This was hilarious. I called this right from the get-go. I said, man, this is not a very good, very fun, very enjoyable game. And due to it being published by Crunchyroll, I mean, was there ever any doubt whatsoever? They had so much potential with this game, and they screwed themselves over. They didn't care at all. Service for 2.5 dimensional Seduction Angels on Stage has officially ended. I never admittedly played this game, but you know what? Apparently they had 5,000 followers over on Twitter, so maybe some people did. Ash Echoes in China, I guess, is shutting down. That's crazy. I loved that game. They sponsored me. I thoroughly enjoyed everything I did. Admittedly, it never really took off, especially when the competition was so fierce back a couple years ago when it launched. But at the same time, like, it's sad to see a game of this quality actually shut down. I guess I'm gonna go ahead here and do a dedicated video on this because I feel like it kind of warrants one, just purely because of my experience with the game and how much I enjoyed it. Seven Knights 2 is going to officially end service on April 15th, 2026. That's crazy. Damn. But I guess, you know what? They did release the Seven Knights 2 Rebirth gacha game, so I understand why they're shutting this one down. Because, I mean, why have two different versions of technically the same game running concurrently? That makes absolutely no sense, especially when you're trying to update both games. Maybe I'll do a dedicated video on this one too, because I think a game of this size probably warrants one as well. Blueprint's Lost Crusade 2 shutting down after 12 years. 12 freaking years, dude. Holy crap, that is crazy. Genuinely crazy. 12 years. Man, I can only imagine what this game looked like. The Seven Deadly Sins Origin has been delayed from January until March 2026. I actually have a big blog post, I think, detailing everything here. I'll probably have a dedicated video too for this. I think that it's a good idea too. We have the Neverness beta coming in February. That's the final one. We have Arknights Endfield's launch right around the corner. Launching a few days after Arknights Endfield is a death sentence, and they knew this, so they decided to push it back so they don't need to compete with the launch of Arknights Endfield. It's a smart move. Bang Dream releases a new gacha game, Our Note, starring Mygo, Ave Mujika, Mugen Mu-type, and 2 new bands. Admittedly, I have no idea what that is, but I do plan on doing a compilation video in the next 2 days of all the new gacha games that were just revealed, because this is one, this is another. Konosuba, God's blessing on this wonderful world, prosperity to this beloved town, has been confirmed to be releasing on PC and mobile in 2026. I know there are probably plenty of you guys out there that are Konosuba fans. I myself am a Konosuba fan. I wonder if they're going to have the OG voice actors from the anime back. That'd actually be kind of cool. Here's another one. Inazuma 11 Cross, which is a new gacha game. The beta for it was announced. I didn't even know it was a game until 2 seconds ago. Neither did I, but apparently they have a beta test trailer that was just released. I've never been a fan of Inazuma 11, but I mean, there are some people that are. Project KV, the canceled Blue Archive spinoff. I did a video on that a long time ago. The devs are making a new gacha game called Project AT. This is definitely going to warrant a dedicated video on it. NCSoft additionally has secured global publishing rights for their new title, and admittedly, that means that they're already planning global. Yeah, so it's not a case of, oh, global got left out. No, it's a case of, oh, okay, cool, global's definitely coming. Just when is global coming? Maybe they're being developed simultaneously or concurrently. That'd be really cool. Here's another one. Mushoku Tensei, Chronicle of Echoes, new 2026 gacha game. There is an official link to the website. I mean, I think all of them had links to the websites as well, but I also know what each of them are. I saw feet. They look like a man's feet. Wait, I know what this anime is. I remember the scene of him being a baby and it zooming in on the mother's booba. I remember that. Yep. I might play that just to see if that scene is in the game or if his mother is in the game. Apparently, though, it is coming in 2026, so that's kind of cool. Yo, I don't mean to interrupt the video, but I need to take a moment here to thank all my incredible patrons over on Patreon whose support continues to allow for me to do regular videos like this every single day on this channel. Thank y'all so much, including our YouTube channel members. You guys mean the world to me. So do you guys as viewers as well. Now, without further ado, let's continue. Heaven Hells is officially going to be released on February 4th, 2026. This is in Korea, though. This is not globally, unfortunately. Honestly, the game kind of looks cute. The game kind of looks fun. So I'm definitely going to play it either way in a couple weeks, unless I'm too busy with Arknights Endfield and Neverness to Everness' beta, which is happening on the 6th. Speaking of, Neverness to Everness released their Co-X test trailer. I haven't looked at the trailer for that yet, actually. I probably should, so I could do a dedicated video on it as well. The NTE Co-X test officially scheduled for February 6th. Papa Stix is sponsored to stream it, sponsored to do a YouTube short, and sponsored for a dedicated video. So you're going to see me streaming it probably every single day, or at least the first week of the beta test, and then I'll have to manage it and Arknights Endfield at the same time. Speaking of Arknights Endfield, they debuted a brand new release trailer that had a big live stream. They confirmed so many different things and have overhauled a bunch of things. The gacha specifically has left a lot of people confused. I did a dedicated video explaining the gacha, but honestly, the pre-download starts on the 20th, and I'm really excited to play. Genuinely, this is going to be so much freaking fun. Daiblos Core Japan will be released for mobile and PC on the 4th of February 2026. Admittedly, that it's an okay game. I mean, it's not great by any stretch of the imagination, but it's not terrible, so it's an okay game. Lord of Mysteries MMO first in-game look. I did a video of that on my MMO channel, and honestly, that didn't look bad. That actually, it was a concept trailer, but man, did it look really cool. And I loved the setting. Morimens are currently working on a new collab. They recently sponsored me. I think it was just last month, and I really enjoyed working with them. They are the most chill studio ever, but it's really cool that they're working on new collabs. They have new collabs planned in the future. Punishing Grey Raven is officially launching onto Steam. This is going to require a dedicated video, this right here, because we have to. I'll probably include this in it as well, because Blue Archive is also getting an official PC client, which is crazy. All these different gacha games that have just been mobile exclusives for years are suddenly hitting PC. Some of them are launching onto Steam too. Duet Night Abyss is finally coming to Steam on January 20th as well, which is awesome. And it's definitely going to open the game up to more players, which is fantastic. Arknights itself, speaking of, actually hit the #1 on the Apple App Store. I think it's been #1 for multiple different days in a row, which is fantastic. Taimanin Squad released into open beta testing a couple days ago. I was going to stream this, but I was also doing a sponsored Arknights Endfield stream. I didn't want to taint the Arknights Endfield stream. But I will be streaming this later today as of this video going live at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time approximately. So hopefully I can see you guys over there as we play through the brand new test phase. I also forgot to mention real quick as I'm editing the video, I don't have my ring lights or anything on, that Wuthering Waves released part 2 of 3.0. I have yet to stream it. I'm anticipating streaming it probably at some point this week. They revealed that their 3.1 preview special broadcast is going to happen on January 23rd, and they also released the trailer for Imith, who is just that blew my freaking mind with exactly how cool it was. Around us too had a lot of drama over the course of the last week or two. But the final consensus was that they're not going to change anything in the game. They gave away free skins, they gave away a ton of free polls, ton of free premium currency, and they have stated that they're going to essentially split different regional releases. So if like, let's just say if China decides they want the game censored, they'll censor the Chinese version, but that won't affect us global players. If, let's say, Korea wants them to censor the game, then they'll censor the game in Korea, but not for us global players, and so on, which is a fantastic change. I think that's a direction they should have taken anyway. It's what a lot of people were saying. And finally, speaking of Silver Palace this earlier, they held their very first closed beta test globally, by the way, with a full English dub. And honestly, for a first beta test, it was really freaking good. Like, if this were the final beta test, then no, this was far from being ready. But for the first available testable version of the game, man, this was actually a lot better than I thought. They've had like such a small amount of time to cook that game, especially after their first trailer release, that yeah, I have very high expectations for the game now. And that is everything that happened in the gacha genre over the course of the last week that mattered to me. I've gone through like 20 different topics, which is absolutely insane. If you do not already, follow me over on Twitter, join the Gacha Hub, and stay up to date with everything. Oh my god, hello, with everything going on in the genre. I know you think that you just hit the end of the video, and technically, yeah, you have. And I know your first reaction is to close out of it at this juncture, but don't. No, instead, I urge you to take a moment here and click one of the videos on screen that are coming up in just a moment, so you remain up to date with everything going on in the gacha genre. Trust me, you're not going to regret doing so. Stay flaccid.